Hi, I'm Michaela and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about all of the plants and plant supplies that really stood out to me during the month of July. It is August now, but July was a couple of days ago. So yeah, I can now accurately speak to the month of July in retrospect. Okay, so I know a lot of plant YouTubers do this and I always really like watching them, but I've never actually made one before. So we're starting with July. So I'm going to start with the plants and then I'll end with plant supplies. Okay, the first plant that has, I don't know, really been catching my eye during the month of July, oh that rhymed, is this Philodendron Majestic. And it is getting a new leaf, and it's on this, well, it doesn't look great. This pole is not the cutest thing in my home, but I'm really liking it. It's about time for me to like start cinching in the top and adding some more moss so that this top little node can have some. But yeah, I can't believe I was ever underwhelmed by this plant. It is amazing and I love it. And can you maybe kind of see the back? The backs are kind of like reddish. Yeah, if you don't have one of these, you need one. And that's all there is to it. Okay, the next plant on my July favorites list is this little Anthurium silver blush. Oh, and it's in this cute little pot too. I'm gonna call this a July favorite too. It's like a light green, and this is one of my favorite colors. Just any pastels, I'm a big fan of. But I avoided getting this Anthurium for a long time. Oh, I dumped some soil. Just because I thought that it would be difficult, and a lot of them that I've seen are very, very crispy. And that's not really what I want in a plant. So I'm so happy to have this in my collection now, and it's been really easy going. I do have it in very high humidity, so that could be why I'm not getting a lot of crispy edges. But yeah, Anthurium silver blush. Okay, the next plant is one that's had a very slow, gradual glow up, I guess. I've never used that phrase. I've only read it and it sounds weird coming out of my mouth. I won't use it again. Anyway, it has gradually become more visually appealing, and that is my little Philodendron strawberry shake. The variegation is still fairly subtle, but there was a point when I did not think this was going to have any variegation. But this is the newest leaf and it's still hardening off. And this is the last one. I'm really excited to see what this one is going to end up looking like. But I'm loving the combination of like the yellow and the pink and the green. I just think this is a really pretty plant. Okay, so the next one is my Anthurium Magnificum Verde, or Anthurium Verde. It was sold to me as a Verde, but if you can see this leaf texture, how pretty is that? I'm just obsessed with this. I open up my cabinet and I just stare at this. Oh, it's okay. At this specific leaf every morning when I turn on my grow light and my Mills bow, and every night. And look, we're getting a new little baby leaf. How cute is that? But this is other than the forgetty eye, this is just probably my favorite Anthurium leaf shape. There's just something about it. I really like it. So these next couple of plants did come in from the greenhouse. So if they're a little dusty, dirty, that's probably why. There's just a lot of dirt out there, you know? Plants get dirty and that's okay. This is my Philodendron gigas. I don't talk about this plant very much, and I also don't take very many pictures of it, but I am really liking it lately. And it's growing just kind of, I don't know, kind of weird, but I love it when plants do that. I had initially planned to have this one climbing, but I'm really liking how it looks trailing. And out in the greenhouse, that seems to have very little, if any, effect on leaf maturity. So I'm gonna let this one grow this way. It kind of reminds me of a melanochrysum with a little bit of a more, I don't know, what would I call this leaf shape? I don't know how to describe what I'm trying to say, but this is just a really cool philodendron. Needs repotting too. Okay, this one. All right, this is like an all-time favorite of mine, and depending on what video comes out first, I recently repotted this one. You may have seen it, or maybe you're going to see it. I don't know which order they're gonna come out in. This is my Philodendron billyeta. It's really become quite a specimen in the past year. So I'm just really proud of this plant, and I just can't get enough of it. I do plan to cut it up before long, but I'm gonna wait a little bit and see if I can get it a little bit bigger, a little more established in this pot. But so pretty. I should have done this sitting on the floor. Okay, the next one, yeah, this will be hard to get in the frame. This is my Monstera Thai constellation, and this month it has put out a new leaf, and it is the first new leaf that I have gotten on this plant in my care, and it looks like it's going to be a really pretty one. This already is just a very beautiful plant, and I'm not gonna be able to get far enough away from the camera to show it, but okay, so now we're gonna move into plant supplies and just like things that have been working well for me lately. And that is, I've started adding a lot more 2-inch plants to my shop. And yeah, I wish I would have done that sooner. A lot of people have expressed to me that they're really excited about that for a few reasons. One, it's cheaper. Two, nobody has any more space for plants. Like, a lot of us have a pretty sizable quantity of plants in our homes, and it's a lot easier to fit one of these as opposed to one of these somewhere. So yeah, and it's a little more affordable. And yeah, so thank you guys for the feedback and just like letting me know that you're excited about the small plants. I'm a big fan of tiny plants. I love watching them grow up, I guess. So yeah. Okay, so the next thing that's been working really well for me is water propagation. And I kind of stopped doing this for a while. I did it a lot when I was kind of more of a beginner. And then I stopped and I started using like moss and just other propagation substrates, but it has been extremely hot here in Missouri this summer. So it was hard for me to keep things watered. So water propagation has helped me a lot as far as not losing propagations, because I can't keep them watered because it's so hot. So yeah, water propagation has been a go-to of mine this month. What else? Okay, so this thing All right, this is like a bin for me to carry plants because I carry a lot of plants in and out, back and forth from my house to my greenhouse. And my house is tiny. I do not have like a whole bunch of storage space. So I can fold this up like this, and that helps me out a ton, both in the house and the greenhouse. So that's nice. The only thing is I've not figured out a good way to not pinch my fingers, or if I'm carrying just a ton of stuff trying to open doors, I like balance it on my hip. Sometimes that'll like try to collapse the box. So yeah, there's probably something that you can lock on there that I haven't figured out yet, but this has been very handy if you need like carrying containers. I got this at Sam's Club, but I'll see if I can find it somewhere else if you don't have a Sam's Club membership or whatever. But yeah, this has been so handy. I feel like it would be really handy to keep in your car also, like to carry in groceries or something. Yeah, I'm a little too excited about this. Just ask my husband. When we saw these things, I was just over the moon and started making a scene because I was so excited. But yeah, here, I'll unfold it. Oh. See how it could pinch your fingers pretty easily? You have to like grip it on the very top, which is awkward. But once you get it unfolded, you can get a lot of stuff in there. Oh. Okay, and then the last thing, I'll have to show some other footage, but I got a new hose for my greenhouse because I broke the other one, and it's got like, I don't know if it's like a flexible hose or something, but I love it. It's easier to get around. I feel like I'm a lot less likely to tear it. It's easier to get kinks out when you're watering and then suddenly the water stops coming out of the hose because you got it tangled up in something. Yeah, it's been a big upgrade for me. I was upset that I broke the other one, but now I'm really glad that I did. So yeah, if you have like a greenhouse or you do a lot of watering outside, you might want to look into one of these hoses. They're very handy. Okay, so I think that is it. That is my 10 favorites for the month of July. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram at Queen City Tropicals, and I will see you again soon.